Hello everyone, I welcome you all for the programming using Python. So in the last sessions we have discussed about what are the different modules it presents in this course and the textbooks and the exam pattern of it and installing Python on your systems. After that we have run a simple program and how the program will be worked in your system. So in today's sessions we are going to discuss about the expressions and value. So mathematically expressions are written as 3 plus 4 and 2 minus 3 divided by 5. So in expression it has a value like 2, 3 and 5 and operator as plus, minus and divisions. So in terms of mathematical, the expression it contains values and operator. So in terms of programming, an expression is an legal combination of symbols that represents a value. I am repeating, in terms of programming, expression is an legal combination of symbols that represents a value. So every expression is consisting of at least one operand and it can have more number of operators. For example, so with respect to this example, I have two operands, that is 3 and 4 are the operands and the symbol, that is plus, minus, division are the operators. So expressions may contain at least one operand and it can have more number of operators. So the operands are the values, means here whatever the 3 and 4 that represents, it is a value, okay. That symbol, whatever the symbol it represents, plus, minus and divisions are the particular actions or the symbols that represents going for the particular actions. For example, 4 plus 13. So here we are going to adding the values of 4 and 13. So the expressions can be a value itself, that is 225. So this is also can be a expressions. So it not like that, the expression should consisting of symbols. So it can be only the operand that can be also called as a expressions. So let's start with how the Python will going to evaluate the basic mathematical expressions, okay. So I am executing the same example, that is 4 plus 13. So when you execute this statement in your Python shell, okay, you will get the answer as 17, okay. This 3 arrow mark indicate the Python prompt. So when you open your IDLE, so then that time this will be displayed. So you don't need now to type this symbol, okay. So by default it will be there. So when you are going to open your IDL, this will be on there. So just you need to type the values, okay, that is 4 plus 13 and you will get, or it will going to return a outcome or the producer output of the entered expression. So it going to evaluate the expression. So expression it is 4 plus 13 is the addition of this 4 plus 13 will get a 17 as the answer. So when this expression get evaluated, we get a single value. So similarly we have performed with addition. So we can perform subtraction. See, don't write this prompt, it will be on in your shell, okay. To represent or to understand you, this is a command, so I am writing this symbol, okay. 15 minus of 3. So what is the answer? So it is 12. Okay, like that we can perform multiplications. Okay, 4 multiplied by 7. 4 sevens are 28. Okay, so then we have done with addition, subtraction, multiplication. So we left out with division. So 5, what is the divider operator? Yes, slash. It is 2. So 5 divided by 2, we will get a answer it as 2.5. Right? So with respect to this, it has a decimal point. So when you are performing a division operations, always you will get a decimal point. When if it is a whole number also, then also you will get a decimal point. For example, 4 divided by 2. So it is a whole number, right? But with respect to divisions, you will get a decimal point answer. So 2.0. Okay? So we have learnt we have executed the addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions. Okay? So here we have seen the types of values. Okay? We have seen the different types of values. When these types of value will get when they get combined, how they are going to behave, right? So here with respect to this, we have only the integer values. Okay? For example, 2.5 plus 7.0. So these are the floating point representation. So shortly we called as a float, right? So when these expressions get executed, we get a value as 19.5, right? Yes. For example, I will give one more example with combination of integer and as well as your floating point. So 15 plus 3.5. So you will get answer as 18.5. Okay. So in this example, I have given it as a decimal representations. I have not added anything, but I have simply put a 0. So this will treated as a decimal value. Sorry, floating point value. Okay, means decimal point value or a float value. Okay. So when with respect to this, when I am adding a integer value with a floating point value in Python, that automatically converts the integer to a floating point representation or floating point value. Okay. So in a Python, it automatically converts the integer to a floating point value. I will give one more example. So here I am subtracting the value 17 minus 10. So 17 it is a decimal value or a floating point value, and 10 it is a integer value. So the output of this it is 17.0. So we can omit this 0 when representing the floating point value, but if we are using the point, it will be treated as a floating point value. For example, so I am taking same example. So 17 minus 10 point. So here I am omitting the 0. Okay. Yeah, I am omitting the 0, means I am not going to write the 0, I am just use the point. Then output of this evaluated expression is 7.0 itself, because the Python will going to convert automatically a floating point number to a integer number. So I need to calculate number of days which is present in a 53 hours. So that I need to divide it by the number of 24s, right? So this is a given value, that is 53 hours. I need to find out number of days which is present in a 53 hour, right? So 53 divided by 24. So one day it will consisting of 24 hours. To find out the number of days, I need to divide it by the given hours with divided by the 24. So approximately I will get the answer as 2.20.83 5. Okay. See, this is what we will get at the end. But I need only the integer part. Okay, I need to omit the decimal points, but I need to get only the integer part of the code. So for that, we called as a represents the double slash will represents an integer division. 53 divided integer division by 24, you will get the answer as 2. Okay. So observe that what is the difference? Okay. So here it takes only the integer part. Okay. Python, it does not going to round the result of integer divisions. Okay. It only takes the floor of the result of the integer divisions. So it takes only the floor of result of the integer divisions. Now I need to find out with respect to this program or this problem. So how many hours with which is left out? Okay. To know the remainder of the hours, so I have an operator called a modulo operator, that is percentage symbol, modulo operator percentage. So that 53 modulus of 24. So the remainder it is 5. Sorry. Okay. So when I am going to divide the, I am going to perform remainder operations, I will get as a 5. So with respect to given 53 hours, there is a 2 days 5 hours. Okay. So this modulus operator will give the remainder of the divisions. So let's give some more example with respect to the integer divisions. Okay. So before that I will give, okay. So this is what 17 single means integer division. It's not, it's only the divisions. So when you run, you will get a 1 point. So when we go with integer divisions, 17 integer division 10, you will get the answer as 1. So here the decimal point will be get rounded to the nearest value. So with respect, because we have using the floor integer, so it will going to convert or it will round it to the nearest integer. Okay. So 25.8 normal integers, you will get 8.6 as the answer. So when you are running 25.8 integer division by 3, so you will get the answer as 8.0. So here observe that with this example I have given only the integer value. So with respect to the next example, that is 25.8 divided by 3, I have used a floating point representation. So when we are come across with floating point value representation, it automatically takes the integer part only and it going to represents the floating point representations. So see the difference between integer output and the floating point output expressions. Okay. How the negative values will be get evaluated with respect to Python. So I am starting with the additions. Okay. minus 17 plus 25. Okay, minus 17 plus 25, you will get the answer as 8. So the here value of the expression, if it is minus 17 plus 25. So next expression is minus 60. So this is with respect to addition. Now I am performing subtraction. Minus 60 minus 36. So what is the answer? Yes, it is minus 96. So next I am going with multiplication. Minus 6 multiplied by 5. So you will get the answer as minus 30, right? Yes. Next it is negative divisions. Minus 75 divided by 12. So you will get approximately minus 6.25. Okay. Let's give one more example with respect to division operator. Minus 17 divided by 10, you will get the answer as 1.7. So this is normal integer division. Okay. So I need to go with integer division. So that minus 17, I am using same example, divided by 10. So this is integer division. So output of this, it is minus 2. Okay. So why there is a difference between these things, right? Yes. So with respect to normal divisions, you will get a answer at is exact minus 1.7. So when you are considering the exact integer, means integer divisions, you will get answer as minus 2. So because Python takes the floor value of the result of an integer division, so that it will round off to the smaller value, and same thing will applies to a modulus operator. Okay. So I will give the example. So normally when you divide, I am taking same example, when you divide, when you use modulus operator 17 modulus of 10, so the remainder it is 7. Okay. So with respect to negative value, minus 17 modulus of 10, so the answer will be 3. Okay. Why? Because of the floor value. Okay. And you can observe that here we are not received a sign, means negative sign or the negative value, because the value of negative value will be depends on the divisor or the second operand. Okay. So I will take the same example. So it is integer only, and the divisor it is negative 10, then you will get answer as negative. So when you are going with negative modulus operator or remainder operations, so the sign will be based on the second operand or the divisor. Okay. So now I need to perform some square. Okay. So for that I need 3 raised 3 power 6. Okay. 3 power. So usually we write it as 3 power 6, right? So with respect to Python, you can use use 2 stars, or 2 stars will represent the power operations. So 3 raised to 6 power, we will get answer as 729. So what we have seen, so that it is a binary operator, because every operator will have a 2 operands. So those things we called as a binary operators. So negotiation of this binary operator we called as a unary operator, so that there is only one operand which is present in a expressions. For example, minus 5, minus 275. So these are the examples for you unary operation, that is single operators. Okay. Next it is type. Okay, so we have seen two types of number, that is int, that is integer, we shortly we called as a int. Next it is float. Yes. Okay, so why we require a type? To type will consisting of two things. It going to sets the values. Okay, it going to sets a value, and it also going to sets the set of operations that can be applied for those set of operations can be applied for those values. So the type, we have seen two types of data, that is integer and float, and type will consisting of two things. It going to sets the value for a value, and it going to sets the operations that can be performed on the values. So for example, with respect to integers, the values can be a minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So like that. So this is what the values of integers. Then the operation that can be performed on integer, it is as usual all arithmetic operation, that is plus, minus, multiplication, division, integer division and power operations. All these things can be performed on in your integer type. And with respect to float, what are the real numbers that we called as a floating point values, and the same set of operations can be performed on in a floating point value also. Okay. The values of a float are the subset of your real numbers. So the table will shows the different operations which is performed so far. Okay, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, integer division, next is modulus operator, then power operations. Okay. Then so let us consider an example. Let us, I need to convert a given temperature to a from Fahrenheit to a Celsius. So to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius, we have a formula called C equal to temperature minus 32, okay, then multiplied by 5 divided by 9. So this is the formula for converting temperature to Celsius. Assume that the given temperature, that is T, it is 212. So I have a formula, so I am going to apply the temperatures to this formula. Okay. So what is the temperature value? Here it is 212. Then minus 32 multiplied by 5 divided by 9. So when you get executed this instruction in a Python shell, you will get an answer as 194.2 as. Okay, is this correct? No, it should be 100. It should be 100. So what is the problem? Yes, multiplication and divisions, it has a highest precedence than subtractions. Either we can say it as when we are going with mix operations with respect to star and divisions are evaluated before the minus and the division operation, or the subtraction and the division operations. So it should be actually it is calculated like this. Okay, so first it calculated as 32 multiplied by 5, then you will get an answer that will be divided by 9. After that I have received a value at as 194.22222. So the expression is evaluated like this. So first 32 multiplied by 5 it is get executed. After that it's divided by the 9, then the whatever the value which is received, to that the subtraction operation is performs. Okay, the operator with higher precedence are applied before the lower precedence. Okay, operators with higher precedence are applied before the lower precedence. For example, consider minus 2 power of 4. So answer it is minus 16. Yes. Next, consider the example minus 2. So like this. Okay. So you will get the answer as minus 60. Now one more example with respect to same thing. Minus 2 power of 4, you will get answer as 16, because with respect to negative operand, the power operator it has highest precedence, so that it will get evaluated first, and it going to omit the negotiation operator, that is minus sign. Okay, so that's what we are not received the minus sign over here. So the table will going to shows the precedence from higher to the lower. The highest precedence will comes to the exponential operator, and next comes to the negation operator, and next comes to the multiplication, division, integer, division and remainder operator, and the lowest precedence is plus, means addition and subtractions. Okay. So when with the operations get evaluating, when they have equal precedence, then there will be evaluated from left to right. Okay. For example, 3 plus 4 minus 5. So with respect to this example, the addition and minus operator will have same precedence. So with respect to this, the expression will get evaluated from left to right. So left to right means, so this is left. So first it going to add 3 plus 4, it is 7. Then the next operator it is minus, with respect to the operand it is 5. 7 minus 5, you will get answer as 2. Okay. So I will give one more example with respect to changing the sign. So 3 minus 4, okay, plus 5. 3 minus 4 plus 5. So here plus, minus and plus have the same precedence, means lowest precedence. So it is in same row. So this will be executed from left to right. So that first these two will get evaluated. 3 minus 4, you will have the value as minus 1, and next we have a plus 5. So this will be get evaluated minus 1 plus 5. So you will be get answer as 4. Okay. I am going to end this session. So before that, I am going to recall the today's sessions. So in this today's session, we are know about the expressions and values. So what are the different expressions we can have, and what are the different arithmetic operations can be performed on your Python. Okay, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, integer division, modulus means remainder operator, power operations, and also we have know about the operator precedence. Okay, thank you.